Hi, welcome back. My name is Maddie, and this is me about to draw a lot of mushrooms. So, what I'm working with in this first clip is a bunch of cutouts from an Italian book about mushrooms that was published in the 70s. The artist for the original illustrations is Laura Rosano Maggiora, and I'll put all the info for this book in the video description because the art is absolutely stunning. But I was able to access this book through a former coworker of mine who was thankfully okay with me absolutely cutting it to shreds. Yes, I cut out every single mushroom illustration that I liked, and no, what you're seeing on the table isn't even all of them. The center mushroom that's already drawn was the subject of my first time-lapse video on this channel, and I decided that I wanted to make this a full mushroom piece. So I arranged the mushrooms out exactly how I wanted to draw them. I do draw from a reference most of the time, or at least a composite of multiple references, but for this one I actually traced out the outline of the mushroom cutouts. I don't usually do that, but I wanted to make sure that I got the sizes of the mushrooms accurately so that I didn't throw off the composition. I always do a light pencil sketch before I go in with a pen, usually with a softer pencil like my 6B, so that it doesn't indent the paper and it's easier to erase. How many details I add in the pencil sketch is really variable, but I like to at least block out the bigger shapes. For my dot work, I exclusively use Pigma micron pens, not necessarily because I think that they're the best pen for the job, but I've just always used them and have never had any problems with them. For me, the smaller the better. I rarely use anything above a size 02, and I spend a lot of time drawing with the 005. I usually change my reference photos to grayscale to make it easier on myself, and I did do that with some of the really colorful mushrooms, but some of them were so desaturated that I didn't really need to work with a photo. I could just look at them and see the values. I do dot work for about 99% of the art I make, and I've been drawing in that style for a long time, probably since high school. My senior year, I took AP Art, and part of my portfolio was all dot work portraits. I still do portraits sometimes. I do a lot of botanicals now also, and a few random things here and there. I think part of the reason I really enjoy working in this style is that I don't have to worry about color, which isn't to say I don't like color. If anyone saw my closet, it's abundantly clear that I love it. But for me, trying to get colors in my artwork to turn out the way that I want them to always seems to feel like a losing battle. And I know that that's something that would improve with practice, but I really fell in love with ink and dot work. I enjoy working with values as opposed to color. The downside of drawing in dot work is that it takes forever. The total footage I had for this video was encroaching on about 6 hours, I think. Every drawing clip in here is sped up at least 10 times. It does make it hard to consistently produce art, especially because this is currently just a hobby for me. I don't make any income off of art, and I work full-time at another job. Maybe someday that could change, I don't know, but right now making art is very much a work with the free time that I've got kind of thing. I'm working on trying to schedule in regular times for myself to make art in a way that doesn't suck all of the fun out of making art. Filming drawing videos also takes up not an insignificant amount of time. If I'm committed to filming a drawing, that means that for all of the hours I'm working on it, I need to be working at a flat surface, and I need to be working on it during the day before the light gets awful. This can be kind of hard because I do most of my drawing in the middle of the night, hunched over on the couch like a gremlin. But I do enjoy filming the process. It's really fun for me to watch it back once it's sped up, because during the actual drawing, there are times when it feels really tedious and like it's never going to come together. Filming and editing is also something I'm still definitely getting the hang of. I had about zero experience with any of it until the last 6 months or so. I graduated college in May of 2020 and then moved out here to Seattle, and apparently decided that I wasn't done going to school after all, and enrolled in a certificate program at the University of Washington, which I've been working on over the past school year and have now completed. But for one of my final projects, I had to produce some video content, which forced me to learn about editing programs and watch a lot of tutorials. I still haven't figured out a filming camera exactly. All of my stuff now is filmed with a webcam, but it's working fine for now, and cameras can get kind of expensive, so that's definitely a later problem. This is the third video on my channel, and it's already a change of format. I really enjoy doing time-lapse drawings, and this one is also a time-lapse because all of my art is dot work and takes forever, but this one is a little bit more involved. I've been realizing as I watch more art content on YouTube that it's difficult for me to keep my attention on videos that only have music in the background, and I really enjoy listening to chatty videos where the artist is speaking as they're drawing or painting or whatever. So that's the video style I'm wanting to emulate, even though recording my voice feels a little weirdly vulnerable. I'm still really new at making videos, and I'm trying to let go of the feeling that everything I do is a little bit embarrassing. If I never posted anything until I was 100% happy with it, I'd never post anything at all. But I guess I can say that this is all a work in progress. I think that's all the voiceover work I'm going to do for now. It's shaping up to be a sunny day, so I'm going to finish up recording and get out there, enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I'll see you at the end of the video. So this is how the final piece turned out. Not to sound big-headed or anything, but I'm really pleased with it. This one was a lot of fun to do, and hopefully I can film another project soon. Thank you for joining me.